Hello everyone, this is Bryant with SFOTsource.com, your premier guide to Six Flags over Texas. And if you've been following along with us, we had some camera issues here last time we tried to cover Fright Fest 2024. Park reached out to us. I think we're good to go. We're going to go through security and kind of see what the experience is like, but we're excited to be here for Fright Fest. You've got tons of brand new IP haunted houses. You've got the return of live entertainment, including the Freak Show in Southern Palace Theater. You've got the Gunfighters. You've got all kinds of stuff, scare zones. So we're excited to give you full coverage of Fright Fest. And it's better late than never, in my opinion. Fright Fest runs on select dates now through the beginning of November, so you still have pretty decent amount of time to come check out the event. And there's no extra cost to come to Fright Fest. If you have a pass that doesn't have, the blockout dates, you are good to go. And the only kind of new update they have is the chaperone policy. I encourage you to go to the park's website to look at that. But without any further ado, we're going to head inside and we're going to get spooky.
I can see you from behind. You can hear me in your mind. Run so fast as you can go. Time will catch you before you know.
And here at Six Flags over Texas, the sun is slowly starting to set. The Catacosmic Band, which is one of the entertainment offerings, is playing up there at the Silver Star Carousel stage, which means soon enough it's gonna get spooky. And we did point this out in our preview video, but I love all of the headstones for the different haunted houses. All right, so we are going to go to the left to start our Fright Fest festivities, but since Fright Fest has started, they've added something new down here, and I also wanted to show you all a really cool mural that they have put up for the event. Here on the outside of Six Flags Universe, you have this park mural, which during Fright Fest has been re-themed to show off a lot of the new haunts that they have. It's a fun photo op. You can get there in the coffin and get your picture taken in a coffin with this in the background. Very fun little touch for Fright Fest. So we've made our way into the USA section, just out front of Justice League Battle for Metropolis. This is the other thing I wanted to see during the day. It's actually a brand new scare zone that they've added since Fright Fest has started. It's the Zone 6 scare zone, which is like the zombies and stuff, but this is added sometime within the last week, I would say, because it, full disclosure, this video is a compilation of a couple visits, and this wasn't here during the last visit, so very interesting to see them do that. And it's not quite time yet, but here soon at this stage that's right here front and center at front gate, you'll have the Awakening. Now you'll see the Calico Gifts and Souvenir shop over here. If you are picking up a haunted house pass or you're purchasing one, you can do it there. That's going to be your first stop, but spoiler alert, you should be able to go pick those up at other places in the park, and it may be a lot less busy for you. Over here by the Ofrenda decor, and we've got a little bit of time before the Awakening, so we're actually going to head down into the Texas section, try to check out Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that new haunted house, because we didn't get to do that during the preview. So to get over to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you've got to head down towards Titan. General entrance is going to be through the main Titan entrance. If you've got Express, you'll go over here towards the left. All right, y'all, we just went through the Texas Chainsaw Massacre haunted house. Six Flags Over Texas does not allow filming in their houses, so I'm gonna do my best to describe it and tell you how I felt. There were a lot of scare actors in there, and one thing is, with it being Texas Chainsaw Massacre, lots of gore, but you had tons of chainsaws, tons of leather faces, They did that classic, had an actor in there, you weren't sure if they were part of the house or a guest. I'm not going to spoil it any further. And then they did have a moment where there was actually a split in the path. So it wasn't very long though. You kind of decide which way to go, but it meets back up pretty quickly. But I think it is based off of the newer Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff. So admittedly, not super familiar with it. So let me know in the comments below if it flowed like you would expect if you've seen the newer Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff. But there are some, you know, moments where it's just black walls, but for the most part, it's fairly well decorated and a lot more of the old school scare elements than you would get in like the Stranger Things house over in Gotham City. We are slowly making our way back up to the front to catch the awakening, and you go over this bridge in Texas. They've got some low-lying fog going over the creek. They got some zombie characters over there, and so far the decor, I know I haven't shown it because there's not really any, to be, you know, quite frank, but stuff like this looks really cool.
We are gathered here today to pay our respects and celebrate the lives and deaths of those who came before us. Surrounding us now in their macabre glory. As all things are aware, living and dead alike, blood is the vital force that sustains life, and so we must let the blood flow. Let the rituals be rightly performed with joy and beauty, a feast for fire and a feast for water.
Alright, the monsters have been released, and it is time for us to actually head back to where we were at so that we can see Dead Man's Crossing, which is a new gunfighter type of show for Fright Fest.
Oh, you wait inside. I'll take care of this. Hey, Cody, come on! Cody, let's go! Let's go, watch that thing! You ran this way, move guys, move! You warn me next time you open stop like that? You took me to Dead Man's Crossing? Where? Hey, Cody, listen, look. All we gotta do is find the girl Cassidy, get her back on the train, back to her loving family, and we walk away with $10,000. Dead Man's Crossing is no place for the... No. The Headless Horseman seeks his missing head by decapitating that of the living. Wait, what? That's why the ghouls are here. They lure the prey to the horseman, he does the killing, and they do the feeding. It's win-win for everybody except for stupid folks like us who think we won't be next. Well, hello! Stupid! Man, I wish I won't. Welcome to my town. We don't want any part of your town. We're just looking for a girl who's been kidnapped. Cassidy. We heard her scream for help, and I think she ran this way. Have you seen her? Cassidy. Pretty little thing. Ew. She walks. And she's mine, and I'm gone. Good. You're not going anywhere. I've come to take her home. What are you laughing at? This ain't a laughing matter. Oh, now it's no laughing matter? Shut up, Cody. Mr.
Here, hold this little girl.
No, I said Julia, not girl.
Oh, and you.
Oh, no, not me. Wow, what do I know of it? Put it someplace safe, Cody. Okay. No, not there. You're hurting the whole baby. Put it in the right barrel. Take cover, everybody.
You really are stupid.
Hey, Julie. Cody, get the girl. Okay. Hi, lady. We gotta go. What are you doing? We're here to save you. Get off me.
All right, we just checked out Dead Man's Crossing. They do also have shows on the Six Flags Railroad that feature the Headless Horseman that we're going to have to check out. Right to the right of that, of course, is Terror at the Polynesian Palm, which was introduced during Scream Break. So this might be the next house we go through. And of course, at the end of the Tiki at Easy, oh my goodness, Terror at the Polynesian Palm, you've got the Tiki at Easy bar where you can get some adult beverages. But fair warning, there are definitely some monsters in there. Of course, as you swing around, they've got this little seating area out here too that you can enjoy your drinks at. All right, y'all, we just went through Curse of the Polynesian Palm. That was my first time this season. We didn't get to do it during the preview event, but wow, I thought it was a lot of fun during Scream Break. I actually thought that was even more fun. They've kind of upped the game with the masks. They brought back some of the other cool costume effects. I don't want to give it away if you haven't gone through it, but there were also some other little things that were changed in there, some added small things. So if you went through it for Scream Break, I think you're in for a surprise if you go through it during Fright Fest. So lots of fun, really long, and the unique theme, in my opinion, is one of the coolest parts about it. And across from the entrance to the Terror at the Polynesian Palm Haunted House, you've got the Crazy Horse Saloon, which during Halloween is the Creepy Horse Saloon. And they have specialty acts and a bar in here as well. We have ventured back over into the Mexico section because this is where you can catch the Dia de los Muertos show, which I believe is Las Estrellas de Tejas, which is the group they have perform here during Viva la Fiesta. of course, right across from these spooky boys over here, this wasn't quite open when we came to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but there's a scare zone down this way called Chainsaw Alley. We showed this one during the Fright Fest sneak preview we came to. Let's see, I don't know. Definitely hear screaming. We've got somebody over here for sure. Whoa. Ooh. Oh. Somebody over there too. I hear a chainsaw, but I don't see the. Oh man. Oh jeez. This area right here gets so like condensed too because the pathway shrinks. She really wants like a snack or something. I don't know. Uh-oh. People don't see this scare actor when they walk by. Yeah, I did. All right, y'all, I'm in. I think I'm their friends. Just letting them have the business down here. Not even, man, whole group, like 30 people. This one's a lot of fun. All right, let's keep moving on. Very, very dark over here, but as you come down past Pirates of Spelunker Cave, you run into the Unearthed House, and if you're curious about our experience, I recommend you check out the sneak preview Fright Fest video. For the sake of time, we're gonna continue heading down into the tower section to try and get some of the houses we weren't able to get before. Finally found some cobwebs, the classic cobweb look that this park likes to do here in the tower section. That is one thing I will say, we've had a lot of fun with the shows and the haunts so far, but not a ton of decor around the park. First house you run into once you get to Texas Arena is Saw, which is interestingly very unassuming. You have the Saw sign there to the right, but no real facade or anything. I guess you don't really need it, but I'm hoping that the inside is a little more detailed than the outside. Got to get our nighttime oil derrick shot in, but right here on the other side of Texas Arena is where you run into the Trick or Treat Haunted House, another very unassuming facade entrance. The entrance is actually around the corner though, so this is the exit and the entrance is over there, both your general and express lines. All right, y'all, we just did both the Saw and the Trick or Treat Haunted Houses. You know we like to be really constructive on this channel, sometimes to a little bit of a fault. I do like the spooky music though, but definitely not the two of the better houses here this year. So one thing I will say, they had scare actors in them, which is always good because there have been years here where you go through a house, you don't see any scare actors. So I think Trick or Treat played a lot more to the movie with scenes and characters that you might recognize, not necessarily scary, and Saw just had a lot of dead space, if that makes sense. So you would get to rooms where there would be like a contraption or like a monster, and the makeup for the contraptions was really good. It's gore because they're like torture traps, but then you would go to another place where there's like nothing going on. It's just kind of like plain walls. Trick or Treat, on the other hand, the set was a lot more detailed, so I really appreciated that, but both of them don't have kind of the same level of power as like Terror at the Polynesian Palm with the detail, or the scare factor of like The Conjuring from our preview video, so just keep that in mind. If it's a super long line, I don't think I would wait unless you've got express. On the flip side of that, the actors in there, they were trying really hard, so it's not really an actor thing, it's much more of like a execution of the concept kind of thing. And they did do a thing where they kind of flipped the house tents around in Texas Arena, so when you walk in it's kind of unfamiliar compared to how the haunts used to be set up in there. I actually really appreciated that because it kind of changes your expectation a little bit and makes it a little bit more surprising. But to be honest with you, Texas Arena, it is rough looking in there. So there's just like stuff everywhere. They try to block it off, but it's very makeshift and not in a good way. So just be prepared. If you go in there, you're definitely going to see some interesting stuff in that little back corner. As you leave the Texas Arena and come around Caddo Lake Barge, things get a little foggy again. This is the trick-or-treat scare zone that we looked at in the preview. I don't actually see any monsters over here, but they have done some more decorating. So I guess I'm not really sure what's supposed to be going on over here, if this is just like a decorated walkthrough, or if there's supposed to be monsters over here. But I don't know. When we came for the preview event, I actually think the people that are supposed to be in the haunted house were out here. So I don't know, but I do like that it's decorated. And as you come over the railroad tracks into the Gotham City section, business really picks up. So the first thing you run into is the Reject Row Haunted House, which you can see the sign for right here. And this is a returning haunt here in Majestic Theater. It's an original concept, pretty fun. I don't think we're gonna have time to go through it this year, but not a bad house. We're gonna keep going because you do run into a scare zone over here. As you can see, pretty much this whole area of Gotham City is the Goblin Attack Squad, which is going to be your crazy slider characters. Here in Gotham City, you have an entertainment offering, which are these sliders, and they have like a big appropriate setup here with seating and barricades and stuff now. Gotham City is also home to the final two haunts that we actually did during the sneak preview. If you want to get an in-depth look at our thoughts on them, but Stranger Things and Conjuring Universe are both in this back corner towards Joker. As we make our way back up towards the front, we run into the Zone 6 scare zone, which recently just got re-added over this past week, I believe. Do see some monsters out here. Let's see what they're up to. Uh-oh. They're not scared of him. Whoa. Very foggy. Scared somebody. She got something going on. I don't know. It's like a toxic waste zombie thing over there. No one's going around him. As you leave the USA section, segue into France, you are greeted by the next scare zone, which is Freaktown. And as you can guess, it's freaky, I think. Oh yeah. They just made that clown throw up. Look at this guy. He's got the jokes. Yes. Man, I wonder what it's like to have one of these like cabanas and you're just like in a scare zone. That's kind of weird, right? Got him. He just called that kid a chicken nugget. He said that's his dad. This is fun. I stand corrected. I got a little closer and could see the Freaktown bar sign. So this is actually one of your bar locations. So in theory, you can come hang out here, grab you a drink, and watch them scare people. It's a very sad looking clown. And our next stop when it comes to shows is here at the Southern Palace, which you can see is all spookified for Fright Fest. And this is where Dr. H.H. Holmes Freak Show, Unleash the Demons, plays.
No drama. Mommy, no, daddy's head cries.
stopped off in Six Flags Universe just to check out some of the new merch. They do have some Stranger Things merch, $25 shirt. You got a $60, it's like a backpack. Welcome to the Upside Down. You got some hats, the Hellfire Club. You've got this Stranger Things design, the Hawkins High School down here. You got this one too that apparently glows in the dark. Lots of fun. Good to see attraction specific merchandise. Oh, on the back side they've got this sweater with Vecna on it. Black light reactive apparel. And that sweater is $50. We've also got some Texas Chainsaw Massacre going on over here. $40 for this. Don't know if there's anything on the back. Wear your mask. Isn't that kind of ironic? Oh, okay, so that is the back. The front says Fright Fest. It's park specific too, which is fun. And then, oh, almost dropped that. Looks like they've got this one that says run, 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 run. I bet the front has that same. Oh, it's got a different one. That's fun. I like that. And they do have the t-shirt versions of these shirts. What's the price? $24.99, $25. So same designs, just t-shirt form. You've got some Conjuring Universe shirts. Well, you've got the shirt version and you've got the sweater version. They do have their like typical merch with like the random characters. Looks like we've got a Trick or Treat sweater over here. Yeah. Park specific too. Six Flags over Texas, you can see there on the bottom. Kind of the same setup as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre merch. But they do have other Trick or Treat stuff over here, and it is real cool looking. So you've got like that vintage vibe with these. Always check your candy. You can see the design. They've got the sweater and the t-shirt just like normal. It is park specific too. These are, looks like $50, and the shirt is holding strong at $24.99. So really reasonable. And we have ventured over to Johnson Creek Station here in the Texas section to get on the Six Flags Railroad because we've got to catch the continuation of the gunfighter show, The Horseman Cometh.
Fingernails, toenails, ponytails, anything that is a tail or is connected to you inside of the train at all times, please. And last but not least, please no smoking or vaping. This is a genuine steam locomotive and it provides enough smoke. Hold on, stay seated, stay seated. Y'all are good to stand up.
Every time. Every time. Tonight we feast. The horsemen rise. Oh, great headless horsemen, seek that have lost. Ahead. For ahead. Ride, horsemen, ride.
I have two choices and two choices for you only. You can choose to stay on the train and ride with us all the way.
And our final stop of the night is back up here at the Silver Star Carousel area for the closing show, Point of No Return.
Good evening. My name is Alistair, and I wish to welcome you near as we say our goodbyes once more to these monsters and devils who have joined us in blood revelry on this magical night of abomination. Let us remember the love, laughter, and precious moments we have shared together.
Don't want no money, got no direction, and even when you speak regular Pacific girl, I say okay. So come on, that girl is murder. Everybody get down. Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora.
All right, everyone, that does it for this look at Fright Fest 2024 at Six Flags Over Texas. Had 4 or 5 of you come up to me and say you're glad that I was able to come in with the camera. Thanks for stopping and saying hi. It means a lot. I love meeting people who watch the channel. But we did not get through this night without any confrontation with the camera. We were stopped in the park a couple times saying, whoa, that's a really big camera. So I actually had to show where I talked to the marketing department and everything to get the approval for the camera. So if you have a bigger camera that you're trying to bring into the park, I'm not sure what's going on in terms of the communication. Six Flags made it sound like they were trying to kind of streamline what the policy actually is, which has nothing to do with the lenses, but it's still happening. I didn't run into anybody rude. They just were doing what they've been told to do, which is not a written policy. So it just happens. But Fright Fest, tons of stuff to do. You have all the haunted houses. I know people are going to ask me, is it worth the price? And I think it's really subjective. Is it worth the price to me? Maybe not. I have a kind of an old school Diamond Elite pass, so I don't pay for them. But, you know, it's still, even with the brand new IPs and the new haunts, it's still very Six Flags. It kind of is what it is. They definitely, every house I went through had a fair share of monsters and everything. That wasn't a problem, but you still run into, you know, like, it's not as detailed as maybe it could be, but it's still a fun time. And, you know, I use that term loosely because it's a haunted house, but I still enjoy doing them, if that makes sense. It doesn't feel like it's a waste of time. I think the real star of Fright Fest is the return of live entertainment, especially Dr. H.H. Holmes Freak Show. Such a great show, and it holds up again this year. Very talented folks in that show. It's great to have the gunfighters here doing their stuff, and then the Awakening with the dance show mixed in. It's all very fun, and it's great. It was great to see them do the Dia de los Muertos show to tie in with the actual theme of the park. So all of that was really great. If y'all have any questions about Fright Fest, let us know in the comments below. I also encourage you to check out our Fright Fest guide at sfotsource.com. Link is in the description. It's going to tell you everything about Fright Fest. You'll also be able to see more photos, past videos of our reviews and our trips, everything like that. We thank you all for watching. Take care, and we'll see you at a theme park.
Are you afraid of the dark?